All right, everyone. Hello, I am Kim Jacobs, and we are here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Super excited to have Danielle and Skylar here in the studio with me. How are you all today?
I'm
Great.
doing great.
Doing good.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know what? Before I go live, I always say a word of prayer, and I did not say my word of prayer backstage. So, guess what? The whole world's going to get to hear it right now because we are not going
Let's
to
do it.
the show without praying. So, Heavenly Father, I just ask right now that you allow Danielle and Skylar and everyone that helps with the Kim Jacobs Show and our studio audience, Lord, that you allow us to continue to salt the earth, allow great things to happen to our through the hands and the gifts and the talents that you've entrusted us with. And we ask that everyone is blessed by everything that you allow us to do. In Jesus' name, I pray. And of course, everyone can pray in whomever name you do. Amen. All right.
Amen.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I can't go live without forgiven. Anyway, I'm so glad to have you all tuned in today to the Kim Jacobs Show. And as you grab your virtual seats, make sure you let people know that today we're going to be talking with a super duper special young lady and her mom. And you're in for such a treat. You're in for a wonderful treat on this episode. Thank you all so much for being here today.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
And so we're going to get started, but I know more people are asking too, like, Kim, what you dressed in today? Don't worry about all of that. We'll talk about that when we come back. If you want to know why
today.
if you want to know why I'm dressed like this today, put a 1 in the comments and we'll talk about it when we return. Hi, I'm Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
All right, everyone. Yes, it is the Kim Jacobs Show. And we're so glad to have today in the studio Danielle and Skylar. Let me formally introduce them to you and we're going to get started. Make sure you type comments, ask questions, and really have a great experience in today's studio. Danielle Trammell is a mommy. She's a trucker, a beautician, and guess what? She's overall known as a mother trucking beautician. Welcome, Danielle.
Thank you.
And her daughter, Skylar. Skylar is the owner of So Fly Sky. So Fly Sky. I love that. She's a business owner, serial entrepreneur, a seamstress, fashionista, and 13-year-old designer and manufacturer. Welcome, Skylar Johnson.
Thank you.
So glad to have you all both here on the Kim Jacobs Show. I think I'm more excited. Like I'm actually Danielle over there. I feel like a proud parent. My cheeks tight. I'm like,
It takes a village.
it takes a village, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my gosh. So I have 5 children and I know how invested I am in my children and even in other people's children too. Like one of my friends, her daughter got inducted into the national, like literally Hall of Fame of all of the National Honor Society children yesterday. So I couldn't wait to send her a cash app and support her, you know?
That is amazing. Yeah, kids need that. They do. They need that support from everybody.
I agree. Well, I wanted to find out from you, Danielle, first, tell us about yourself, and your background is very unique. So I'd love to learn more about you as mommy first, and then we'll go into learning more about Skylar.
Okay, well, I am Danielle Trammell. I'm a mobile beautician. I started my mobile hair salon about almost 6 years ago. Yeah, almost 6 years ago.
Okay.
It started off as like a little side hustle. I have a background in contracts and acquisitions. That's what my degree's in, and it just wasn't feeding my soul. So yeah, it wasn't. I hated going to work every day, had anxiety, sitting at my cubicle, felt like I was like in jail. And after, talking to friends and everything, I had my license since high school. Well, since I graduated high school, I went to like vocational school while I was in high school and got my license, but never really like took it serious as a career path. It was just something I was good at that I enjoyed doing on the side. But a friend of my mom's, she started me off, she asked me to do her hair one day, to come to her house and do her hair. And I did, and she became a client. And after that, she was sharing with other people, she got compliments on her haircut, and people were, asking like, who cut your hair? And she's like, oh, my girlfriend's daughter comes to my house. So they're like, well, ask her, will she come to my house? That's a good setup.
I want her too.
You're right. So by the end of, by the time, I looked up, I had about, 80 clients that I was servicing after, I worked a full 8 hours a day. So I was like, this is something I gotta do something with this,
80?
because 80 clients.
Yeah, it's time to transition.
When I launched my, I decided I was going to quit my job. I saved up for 6 months. Every penny that I made doing hair, I put to the side, realized I was making more part-time doing hair than I was at my full-time job. So, quit my job. 3 months later, I doubled my clientele. So I stopped counting, but I have over 160 clients now.
Get out of here. And your hair all free and flowing. My hair was as big as yours, right? And then I cut it off and went natural.
Oh, really? It'll be back.
Oh, you don't understand. I did this whole big chop, Danielle, right? And trying to support my daughter because she's all natural. She doesn't want any chemicals and all of this stuff. Time I cut all of my hair off, she was like, oh, mommy, you didn't have to do that. I mean, I'm okay going on the journey by myself. I was like, wait, what?
Oh my God. Where's the glue? You need some Gorilla Glue.
Oh, no. That's going too far right there. That Gorilla Glue, and then blame. Okay, I'm not even going to go into my theory on, you do not blame the company. You put the whole Gorilla Glue in your scalp, right?
I mean, it took it down. It did what she wanted it to do.
It was late.
It was
late. No, I'll just stick to some regular. I use some of the Mael. I think that's how you pronounce her name, Mael products, and they're working. I don't have any chemicals right now, so we'll see. So now you went from transitioning from a job that you didn't like to working because you stepped out, but you stepped out not just on faith, but you stepped out on knowing that you had a good cushion to go to, right?
Right.
And that made a difference too.
It was all faith because money comes and goes. So the cushion really wasn't it. It was 100% faith. Okay. So I was doing that, and then Skylar started. She was interested in sewing. She came to me and said she was interested in sewing, and got her lessons with a client of mine, and it just took off. Like it amazed me how quickly she picked up on this. I thought it was going to be something that she, just another hobby that she picked up and put down because she's tried everything. So I was like, this is just going to be another one of those things. I was like, I'm not even buying a machine. Like, you're going to use my old machine because I know how you do. But she was like, it was amazing how quickly she picked up on just the mechanics of the machine and how to cut her own patterns and things that people would have to go to school to learn how to do. She can look at a garment and take it apart and make a pattern out of it, and
that's amazing.
Next thing you know, she has a replica of it. So anyhow, after that, I was like, you can monetize off of this. Like you can make some money off of this, girl.
That's that mommy entrepreneur in you.
Yeah. I mean, my mind's always thinking money, right?
Right. Now, wait a minute. How old was she whenever 8 years old?
She was 8.
So at 8 years old, you said, I'm not getting a new machine because we know that you may want to do this for this week and next week it may change. So I'm going to let you use my old machine.
Yeah.
But then
so I started sharing her projects online, and one of our family friends bought her first sewing machine that she still uses to this day. Yeah.
That's that
Thank
village.
You, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy. Tracy's on here. Is Tracy on here?
I'm sure she is.
Well, I tell you what, guess what? The thing is, it does take a village. So thank you, Tracy, for pouring into and sowing into good ground with Skylar. And obviously her mom was like, we'll see how it's going to be. But
Right.
you took it another step further, and now she still uses that today, and you're going to be a part of her.
Yep, she still uses that machine.
That's a blessing. So at 8 years old, you start sewing. Now you realize this can be monetized. Then you're like, okay, this girl's good now.
So for Christmas, what I did, she had a toy room that was just, full of junk of toys that she never, she didn't play with anymore. So we cleaned it up for Christmas and set up her sewing studio, and got her LLC and her business cards and so forth. So after that, she got the attention of Phyllis Randall, for me sharing her information on my page.
Okay. And tell everybody who Phyllis Randall is.
I'll let Skylar
tell us. She's the chairwoman of the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors.
And she actually is rocking one of, tell us about this design, Skylar.
Okay, so this is the outfit that I made for her. It is like a wide leg pant with a shirt, and it had buttons along the back. You can't see the back right now, but there was buttons along the back and a slit for the on the sleeve. So it's kind of like a bell sleeve, but it had a little slit so we can have some arm movement in there. And yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That is gorgeous.
She did that at 8.
That's at 8 years old, everybody. Now, if you,
I think I was like 9. I think I might have been 9 or 10.
She was 9.
Okay, 8, 9. Girl, 8, 9, 2, whatever. The point is the fact that you are a toddler, basically, right? And you are doing stuff at that level. Let me put this picture back up again. That is incredible.
Thank you.
And she also sketches. So that was a sketch of hers.
Oh my gosh. So she okay, so Skylar is she is really so fly, Sky, because now she has literally sketched that, then made it, and then it looks like this, like that good on that lady. That is unbelievable to me. That's unbelievable talent that you possess, Thank
you.
Okay, so now so now I got to pull you in, Skylar, for a second. It's one thing for a mom to know and see that you have a gift or a talent, but then it's another thing for you to recognize that yourself. When did you recognize that, wow, my mom's right? Out of all of the things that's been put in my brain, this is what I'm going to go with.
I think it was when I made Phyllis's outfit, and I was like, wait, this doesn't feel like a hobby anymore. Like this is like, this is something I can actually do. This isn't something that I can just, sometimes I like to sew, but it's just, I do that sometimes, but no, this can actually be a job. I can do this for the rest of my life if I wanted to.
You're gonna be like a multi-billionaire. Do you realize that? Remember that. Now listen to me carefully, Skylar. You need to remember where your roots came from, right? So remember that you were on the Kim Jacobs show when you were a young child, okay? I know you've been on other shows too, but remember that you stopped by the Kim Jacobs show, okay?
I definitely will.
All right. And everybody that want to know why I'm wearing this outfit today, because this is way out of my comfort zone, right? I was just trying to do something a little more fashionable today since I had a fashion guru on the show. You never know. I said this might be the closest I ever
get. You showed her up.
Yeah.
Look at you. You working it.
You know what? The only reason I put something on like this was to say, can you make something for me one day and I just want to have my son's picture embedded into my outfit so I don't have to wear it as a pin. I'm giving you some of my vision, right? Because I wear this pin. He passed away, and I wear the pin every day on all of my clothing.
Aww.
But I would love for me to have some clothing that has the picture embedded in the clothing. Is that possible, or is that going too far?
Yeah,
it can be
definitely.
A tag, or I think you can probably get it embroidered as well.
Okay. Anyway, that's an offline conversation. I know I'm like, you're like, Kim, don't be trying to get your whole counseling session right here. I was like, she wants me to really consult her right now on the show. So anyway,
it's fine.
So now you realize that this is beyond just something that you're doing as a young person. How do you encourage other people that have goals and dreams to really decipher which way is something that they should run with, or something that it's just a hobby? How do you advise young people?
Well, if you feel passionate about it and you feel like if you wanted to, you could do this like for the rest of your life. And you're like, okay, like this is something that I want to do. This is something that I want to pursue. I definitely recommend that you get a mentor or someone who is already doing what you're doing and can, teach you and help you bring you up at least, or maybe get to their level, or maybe even higher than that, and
Well,
bring you up and assist you.
Wow. Now you're so modest, and I love that. And that's kudos to you, Mom Danielle, because she is definitely a modest young lady. And I can tell that that's going to take her to even higher heights, because people will just want to embrace and invite her into their world. So congratulations to you, Danielle.
Thank you. Yeah, she is very modest. She never leads with her accomplishments. She'll sit down with a stranger and they'll be like, "Oh, what do you like?" And she's like, "I like dogs," and blah blah blah. I'm like,
I'm the whole fashion girl. I'm the whole fashion expert.
Sometimes I sew a little bit,
What did you say, Skylar?
Sometimes I sew a little bit, when I'm feeling crafty.
Oh, get out of here. Like, by the time they finish the conversation, they're like, did I just get hoodwinked?
right.
I'm in the presence of greatness, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. Actually, I would love for everybody to just see a quick clip of one of the mentors that she's talking about, because it's interesting to say, oh yeah, I just, want to be get yourself a mentor. Okay. Let's see some of the mentors she gets.
I mean, you are so beautifully tall. I wish.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying thank you, but my mom would be like, thank me.
Yeah. So 5 kids and running your own businesses. Like, I have a lot of jobs and we have 4 kids. I have no idea how you're doing it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yes. But no, you just relaunched actually Baby Fat and
Yes,
with your
you did.
daughters. Yes, you did.
So I can't tell you how much I wanted a Baby Fat piece. When it first came out, I was like obsessed with it, and I couldn't buy it because of my parents. And then when it sort of re-emerged as this like,
Now you can buy it. You don't have to. I'll
I'm
send
like,
you.
oh,
Cute little bomber jacket. We have cute pieces.
Because I was shooting in New York, and I took a special trip to go get it, and then the line was already sold out. The re-up with
yeah.
Forever, yeah,
Yes.
and it was gone. It was all gone.
That was our launch. Yeah.
The only thing that was left was those pink velour tube tops, and I
Yes.
was like, could I pull it off? Could I? No, I can't.
I'll get you everything.
I don't even ask that question anymore. So just no. But you relaunched though with your daughters. How is that working with your daughters?
So Ming and Aoki, Aoki's 17. They're both in college. Ming is just turned 20. So
She's 17 in college?
she's at Harvard. She's
At
one of the youngest
17?
ever. Yeah. Wow. One of the youngest ever.
So just like me.
Just like me.
Just like me.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, you're working with your daughters and it's a big thing for women, like, do you think that, I don't know, like, fashion is lacking still in, like, representation, or do you think you're doing better?
I think we're doing better, but I definitely feel like it's lacking for women and women of color. And I've been in the business over 25 years, and women are shut out. I mean, obviously, okay, if you're a model, that's fine. But what comes after that? You're shut out of all the business, all the finance, making choices, being creative. Really, we've come a long way, but we have so much further to go. And I think that's important for my kids to already have a job. They kind of grew up, I tell them, you better get a scholarship, you better do something to help me.
Yeah.
And so they know, like, every little bit, use your voice, use your creativity, chase your passion. I think it's so important.
Yeah, I tell my kids that as well. I'm like,
Someone special's coming up here shortly. So just sit tight, and then we'll kick off and come back to the interview.
Well, we have the money, and I'm like, oh, sweetie, you have no money.
Exactly.
I am spending all of this. You better be prepared to work.
Yeah.
I'm spending every dime. I cannot take it with me. You better get to work.
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah. Okay, well, we have a 12-year-old fashion designer backstage whose dream is to grow up to be just like Kimora, a fashion icon. She has no idea Kimora is here and that Kimora's got a very special proposal up her stylish sleeve. Well, one sleeve today. We'll meet her next. So, y'all, check out these looks right here. So these outfits were designed by that young girl. All right, so at 12 years old, she can already say she's a fashion designer with her own brand and a growing list of exclusive clients. From So Fly Sky, say hello to Skylar Johnson. so fantastic. I love you walked out here and I was like, you're 12 and I have never been that cool. Like,
Neither have I. I've never been that cool, Skylar.
When I was 8, I was just sitting on the couch watching Disney Channel like most 8-year-olds.
Or 37-year-olds with toddlers. Yes, go.
And Dove Cameron, she was doing a segment where she was like upcycling, and she would go to the thrift stores and take some stuff that she liked, and she'd take them home and like put a modern spin on it. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. Maybe I should do that. So me and my mom cleaned out my closet. I was like, Mom, I don't want to give away my clothes. I want to upcycle them. So she's like, what's upcycling? So I told her what it was, and she enrolled me in private sewing lessons.
That's so great.
Sorry, you were 8 years old?
Yeah.
Hey, tell you what I wasn't doing.
Being that cool.
Being that cool.
You are getting some big clients, though, so tell us about Phyllis.
So Phyllis Randall, she is the chairwoman of Loudoun County. My mom, she's like, so Phyllis Randall just called me, and she wants to make her outfit. And I was just like, oh my God.
That is amazing. I mean, were you terrified / excited, or
both? Yes.
Okay. I was like, I mean, you got. I mean, look at you.
How old were you there?
I was, I think, 10.
That's incredible.
That's incredible. I don't know if you know how amazing it is, but not normal it is. It's like you're leaps and bounds ahead of all other people your age. But I do have a surprise for Skylar. We have someone here who has blown the fashion and beauty world away. She's a model, the woman behind Baby Phat, and so many other successful businesses. Kimora Lee Simmons, come on out!
Okay. I'm going to stop there for a second because I'm not sure if I can play the whole interview, right? And then I'll be like, well, you just played her own interview. But here's what I know one of the outcomes was for this. Let me just pull, if I'm not mistaken, this. Let me see.
Today is going to be a really big day because I'm taking my first step to being a real fashion designer.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Casa de Kimora. I'll show you around a little bit. Skylar has a lot of passion for design, and as a businesswoman and an entrepreneur and a mother, it's very important for me to work to empower the dreams of young designers and young women everywhere. So why don't you come into my office, and then we can chit-chat about some things, and I can see what you brought me today.
I cannot wait to talk about my fashion ideas with her. I'm really excited to show her my designs, and I'm super excited to see what she says about it. Oh, here's some of my designs. This one is just like an outdoor dress with like a wraparound type skirt. This one is like a balloon sleeve with like a cuff.
That's really cute. I'm gonna have to wear that. Her designs and her sketches are exciting and vibrant and fun, and it shows a little bit of her personality.
This one is one, actually I sketched this one last night. I was a little bit nervous to see what she had to say, but you have to have tough skin even when they say that they're not gonna use your designs.
Okay, I see a lot of things here I feel like we should work with. Okay. I definitely think.
And we're going to end on that note. I see a lot of things that I think we can work with. If y'all want to see more, you can go check out both of those interviews right on the Kelly Clarkson show. And how did you feel when Kimora Simmons officially became your mentor?
Honestly, it was baffling. I was like, I think I just thought back to like, I was just making clothes in my basement. Like, I can't believe I got here. Like, this is crazy.
Good. Okay, everybody in the studio, they're like, hey, all good. Skylar's all over the show. She's doing amazing. Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
Lots of comments are coming in. So the thing is, people, were you genuinely surprised when she
Yes. I had absolutely no idea. Like, we were kind of talking, like me and the producers, we were kind of talking about Kimora in the back, but I was like, oh yeah, like, cause she just relaunched her Baby Phat thing. Like, okay, that's, yeah. So I was like, like there's no way that this is actually happening. Like what?
This is real, and this is a real wow. And so dreams really can come true for young people, but it takes what for it to be realized, in your opinion?
I don't know. You just have to keep pushing, and then once you get there, you can kind of look back and see, like wow, I came far.
That's a blessing. Okay. All right. I'm impressed. Let me see some of the comments that are coming in from the studio audience, because people will be like, Kim, I know you saw our comments and you just ignored them. Okay. So let's see. Oh, Shiro says, yes. Clapping and fire and everything. Okay. Also, let's see who else. Chantel said, good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
A Facebook user said, hey, Skylar is watching because one of her goals is to be, oh, this right here is one of my assistants, Cassandra Davis, and she helps with the show. And her daughter's name is Skylar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, her name is Skylar. Oh, that's what happened.
Skylar.
Yes. So Cassandra texts me and she says, Skylar is all over this. It's her, Skylar.
That's so cool.
Please say hi to Sky from Sky. Okay. Somebody else said, Brianna said, yay, go Sky and Danielle.
Thanks, Bree.
I love you too.
This is Tracy. This is who got her the sewing machine.
Yeah,
Tracy.
Every day.
Amazing. You have
Tracy's
really
amazing.
shaped and molded a young lady's life, and you'll be remembered forever. So thank you for pouring into her. Into good ground. Good ground. Way to go. All right, let's see. Nice. Yes. Amazing. I love it. Black woman-owned business. Yes. Mother Patricia Lofton, she's over the North Carolina 2nd Jurisdiction Department of Women, and there are like hundreds upon hundreds of women that she oversees. And so she said, good morning, Skylar. You are an amazing young lady.
Thank you.
Dan Levi, Sky, you're so lucky.
Oh, Dan Levy. So Dan Levy was on the show with her.
Oh, that's right.
He was on the couch with her.
That's right. When he said it, I was
like, oh, that's my best friend.
That's so funny. Skylar, you are the bomb.
Thank you.
I'm sure you get a lot of compliments all the time, but you seem to handle it so well. What do you attribute that to, Skylar?
Sorry, wait, could you repeat that?
Yes. What do you attribute your modest behavior to?
I don't know. I guess that's just how I was raised.
That's what
one day she was about 4 or 5, and I told her, I said, you're so beautiful. She said, thank you. And I said, when people call you beautiful, how does it make you feel? She was like, it makes me feel good, but I'm never like, oh, I'm so beautiful, because I'm not prideful. I was like, okay.
So see, she understood right from the beginning. And so that training was embedded in her at an early age. Good. Okay, good. Somebody said, Mother Lofton said, good morning, Skylar, you're amazing. My mommy says good morning as well. This is my real mom who raised me.
That's your mom. Good morning.
My mom loves everybody, so she's definitely.
Oh, she's fly too. I see her. Look at her.
Tell my mom now, even though she doesn't think she's fashionable, but she really is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Wow, awesome. Brenda says, awesome, ladies, awesome. And if you don't have any questions or anything for Skylar or her mom, Danielle, please make sure you type them. Sky, you are brilliant and you're just simply amazing.
Thank you.
Anna Maria, she has a spa called Black Lotus Spa in Miami, Florida. Oh, it's amazing.
Check her out.
Yeah. Yes. She says she is amazing. Kudos to her mom for supporting her like this. And how challenging has it been to be that support and, having to kind of be the manager of everything with Skylar? Has that been just smooth sailing or challenging?
It has its challenges, just with time management, but Sky is very, very responsible. Like, she's very responsible. Anything that I give her, a list that I give her gets done. I tried to, keep in mind that she is a kid and she needs to do kid things and have time to do, so I don't involve her in the business part of it.
You are
She's,
I
her
love
job is
you.
just to create.
I love you.
Thank you.
I'm
I love
serious.
you.
I'm not even joking. I love your spirit because this show is all about how people balance different aspects of their lives. And there's like that missing piece of a puzzle that may be missing in somebody else's life that my guest will come on the show and fill that piece of the puzzle in. And
Right.
you just said a mouthful by saying that Skylar is still a child.
Right.
There's no other way to say that. She can be a freshman, a fashionista, a guru, or whatever. But at the end of the day, she's still your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I mean, if she doesn't, I present when things come, fall in our lap. I'll present it to her, and if she's like, "No, I don't want to do that," then you don't have to do it. But if she commits to it, she has to do it. There's,
Now, once you say yes, you're gonna have yourself right on that Kim Jacobs show in that seat because you said you were gonna be on the show, right? But
yeah, it's not. It has its challenges as far as time management because I'm managing 3 businesses essentially. But other than that, being her mom is easy. It's very easy.
Wow. What a blessing to have a daughter that is compliant. I have a daughter that's 12. She's getting ready to turn 13. And she does everything I ask her to do. And I just think that that's a gift from God.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Because you have some girls that are like, I'll tell you, and I'll work what I'm working with and all. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, she got plucked a lot when she was 3 before. She could have been a wild child, but I got her. I trained her early.
She got you in check over there, right?
That was yeah.
I used to just walk up to her and I'd be like, she'd be like,
okay, mommy. Okay. I'll get in compliance. But God knew what was happening because then at the end of the day, she was going to soar into greatness. And so that obedience was going to be necessary. So good. Okay. Let's see. Lots of other comments. Congratulations to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, the question is from Skylar Davis is one of her goals is to be a fashion model. What advice would you give aspiring models?
So I'm not too into like the modeling situation, but I think that there are just try to find different places and maybe email different sites asking if they are looking for models. I'm not too keen to that, but I think that's where you should get started. Maybe go on YouTube, find different other models that you can kind of look up to and get their advice as well.
Social media. I'll say social media, tagging like when you buy clothes from wherever you buy clothes from.
Right.
Tag them on social media. Use social media. Get a good photographer. And
you said tag them, meaning tag who?
Tag whoever the designer is or the company that you purchase your clothes from. Tag them when you model their clothes.
So I should tag Mael. Maybe she'll sponsor some.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's what popping.
You better come on now, girl. I got this all in my natural hair.
Yeah.
I'm laid and slayed.
Yes, indeed. I see you. Okay. Yeah, the influencer market, that's the way to get into it. It's just to become an influencer. When you start tagging these brands, really they'll eat you up.
Oh, wow. I'm really glad you said that. While I got this whole fancy outfit on, I'm going to tag my
take some pictures and tag them.
Mm-hmm. I am. Let's see what other comments came in. Okay. Someone said, Fly Sky from Donald Coleman.
That's my dad. That's her pop-pop. Her biggest fan.
I knew you were going to say that was her granddad because guess what? When I saw a whole name with 4 different things, Donald Lee Coleman Roberts. Yes. I knew that was the granddad. He's like, I'm right here on this Facebook page. Let me pull up a picture of granddad. Where is granddad? I thought I saw a picture of him somewhere in here. There, I bet this is this granddad?
Yeah, there he is.
Tell us about that picture too.
So this is our newest business venture. We bought a tractor trailer in the beginning of the pandemic. My dad has been in the trucking industry for over 30 years. And we called him one day and told him we had this bright idea that we wanted to get into trucking, and asked him if he would drive for us. And of course he said yes, but he didn't think we were serious. And a couple months later, I was like, all right, I got the money. Let's go buy this truck. And that was the day we bought the truck right here.
Wow.
And we've been rolling. We have been rolling. So the company is called SRJ Logistics, named Sky's initials, Skylar Rain Johnson Logistics. Me and Sky went half on the truck, so she's an investor. Again, this is another business under my belt that I have to, do all the work in.
Right. More work on mommy.
She collects. But it's fun. It's so much fun.
So what made you decide that you were going to diversify outside of being a hairdresser and then also managing Sky's?
This is a good one. In the when the pandemic hit, I had to shut down my business because I'm a hairstylist, so I had to shut down, and there was no income coming in. But masks were then mandated, so Skylar's business picked up like tremendously. So we were like sewing from sun up to sundown. No, not even past sundown. Yes. We were burning the midnight oil, doing masks. We had thousands and thousands and thousands of orders. Yeah. So she donated, she started off donating, but then when they became mandated to the public, people started ordering them. So she made a lot of money. Selling masks. So at that point, I told her, I was like, Sky, we have to think of another business because, what if this was some type of pandemic where, fashion isn't something that people are going to go to. But, in this instance, masks were, there was a shortage of masks, and that's the only reason why her business was able to, pick up and sustain us. So I told her, I was like, we have to, think of another business. Let's keep our eyes open to see like what is running right now. Like, we saw the grocery stores were booming, but, we don't have the capital to open a grocery store. We saw, the mail, was, had picked up and things like that. So one day we were riding down the road, together, and this was like during quarantine, and we just had to get out of the house. So no one was on the road, but it was just trucks structured like for miles and miles and miles. It was just our car and trucks. And I was like, dang, there's nothing but trucks on this road. And it's like at the same time, the light bulb went off in our heads, and we were like, that's money moving.
And that's very interesting that you say that. And backstage that I talked to you about a business venture that I'm doing. Yes. And I am super excited to be able to connect with you all about that. And I don't talk about it to the public or anything, but it's like chills have come over me because of why you're doing it and why I'm doing one of the business ventures that I'm doing.
We have to connect.
I'm super excited about it. But that's great wisdom, and not letting, it's almost like Danielle, that you're not missing those moments that God is putting in. And I say God, but obviously everybody.
I'm always, yes. I'm always in tune with how I'm feeling, where my spirit is directing me. Doors closed. I'm like, okay, well, there's a redirection. Okay, why did this? I'm always searching for the why. And it's done me good so far.
And so, who is your favorite designer overall, Skylar? Because I think we obviously saw Kimora already with Baby Fat, but I want to know if you have any others as well.
I get inspired from every designer, so I can't even say I have a favorite. I love them all.
I would lay back, but I think my little nice fancy shirt is too short, so I can't lay all the way back. I normally lay back in my seat, but I'm gonna just lay like this for a few minutes, okay? But if that's just an amazing comment, put a 5 in the comments, everybody. A high 5 to Skylar for the modest behavior that she has. And Skylar, literally, I'm begging that you never lose that edge that you have, that aura that's coming through your pores, because no matter what gift God gives you, that one right there is the best one that you could have above all. I mean, in my opinion, that's just, I'm only, I'm a mom of 5 over here, and I love that vibe, that that aura that's coming through your pores. I love it. I love your hair. It's big and bouncy. I love your smile. I love your fashion. I love everything, but I love your spirit more than anything.
Thank you.
I tell her that all the
appreciate
time.
Feel that thing, even virtually. So if everybody can feel what I'm talking about, put that 5 in the comments and let's high five Skylar for her journey that's getting ready to come on. All about every aspect of her life. Listen, today's episode is sponsored by Snow Legal Group, snowlegal.com. You can reach them at 704-358-0026, or you can email them at info@snowlegal.com. Make sure that you let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you their way. When we come back, we'll talk some more with Danielle and Skylar. And if there are specific questions that you have, go ahead and put them in the comments section. Thank you all. Y'all enjoying yourself so far?
We're loving this.
Yes, this is so fun.
Oh, see, because you've been on all these other shows and everything. But what show brought the mom and the daughter, the balance doctor?
Kim Jacobs Show.
I can barely move. I'm like this with my outfit on. All right, everybody. Right after this commercial break, we'll be right back.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
And be sure to stay connected with the Kim Jacobs Show. All right, everybody, welcome back to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. I hope that you will tag your friends, your family, your coworkers. Let everybody know that fashionista, expert, extraordinaire, serial entrepreneur Skylar Johnson is here, along with her lovely mother, who is a mother trucking beautician, right? I love to say that. I gotta be very careful. Don't just say, I got our state supervisor of women on here. She'd be like, you need to stop saying it like that. You're
gonna slip up.
You're gonna make a mistake now, because it's that hard to come right on out of that mouth, right? So it's like, I gotta be very careful.
Exactly.
Slowly. They're real slow, right? Okay. So lots of high fives came up here. Brandy high-fived you. Your grandfather high-fived you. Also, you know what? I'm glad. Let me put this up here too. If there's anybody that wants to come on the screen as a studio audience member here on the Kim Jacobs Show, this is the link. I just put it in there for you guys. And as long as you have something positive, inspirational to say to my guests, you can pop right in and I'll pull you right on the screen to say a quick shout out to Skylar or to her mom. Okay. Tracy high-fived you as well. Now, mama and her almost 70 years, you done learned how to put a high five. That right there will make me go back in the seat too, because I ain't trying to do no symbols, mama. Okay. All right, let's see. Facebook, that's Skylar and Cassandra. Let's see. Charlene, high five. Evangelist Clara Walton is on. And now if she gets hold to you, she prophesies, right? So and it's not no prophet lie. She prophesies. She told me that I had 4 sons, and she came to our church. I didn't even know her like that, but she was in the middle of prophesying and sharing what the Lord had put in her spirit to share. She said, and Lady Jacobs, and I was like, huh? Don't call my name. What happened? Why Kim out of the whole congregation? She said, well, I just want you to know that the spirit of Deborah is growing in your womb. And I was like, nobody's spirit growing in this womb, because I already have 4 sons, and there definitely ain't no girl growing in this room, right? Well, guess what? I was 3 days pregnant, I guess, because guess what?
Wow.
With my daughter, Jayla, and she prophesied that God ministered through her to tell me that. And when I say my daughter has a spirit that is like no other, it mirrors what you have in your possession over there, the gift that God gave you.
Daughters are such a blessing. They are.
Yes. And so are sons, but I mean, to have that daughter is different. It's something different about
Yeah,
it.
it's different. Yeah, well, I don't have a son, so
Right. So you like,
might
I
say
can
something
speak
different
about
one
the
day.
girls. Anita gave a high five as well. And Stephanie, lots of high fives came in. Thank you all so much for being such an active audience and participating today.
Thank
Michelle,
you guys.
everybody's high-fiving you guys. Okay. All right. Let's make sure I don't want to take too much time here. Let's see. I love your mother and daughter relationship. It's so much like my daughter and I. Yeah. And that's my mommy. And Kim and her daughter's relationship. I love it. Praise God. Yes. And who else had a comment? Yay, Mom, the work pays off. Diversifying is a secret to grow our wealth.
Indeed. Yep. When one shuts down, another picks up.
That's amazing. So that's some great advice too. So you're saying where one door closed. Talk to us about that philosophy that you're sharing.
Yeah, when one door, I mean, I believe everything happens for a reason, and just I just follow that. You know, when things happen, it's never, you know, why me? It's just why, you know, not why me, but why? Why is this happening? And you know, I can feel in my spirit when something is right for me. There's a feeling that I get when something isn't right for me.
Right.
Like I was telling you with, you know, working in corporate America, I knew that wasn't right for me. Every day that I went to work, there was like this pit in my stomach from the moment that I sat down till I left.
Right.
I just could not shake this feeling. And, you know, I prayed and prayed about it. And one day, one of my girlfriends, she, you know, hit me up randomly and was just asking about, you know, why aren't you doing hair full time? And I was like, girl, I can't do it for hair full time. Like I got benefits here. And she's like, if you want what God has, she was like, God put it on my spirit to tell you that if you want what he has for you, then you have to trust him. And that's what it was, you know, from that point on, the feeling went away right after that conversation.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I knew. I was like, okay, that's, you know, what I'm supposed to be doing, because
the feeling that you were
in the
feeling,
stomach,
that pit in your stomach type of feeling. It was
right
like
after that
was
conversation, it never came back. So,
wow.
Mhm.
So that's
Yep.
what I tell people all the time. If that you got that nagging feeling down on the inside of you, it's something you're supposed to be doing. It may not even rub somebody else that wrong way, but if it rubs you that way, it might be what you're supposed to be pursuing.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So yeah, after that, that's when I put plans in motion to jump out on faith, and, you know, never had to look back.
Wow.
Never had to look back.
So what's next? What's next for you, Skylar?
There's a lot of things that I want to do. Well, my latest goal is to get into Target. I really want to get into Target. And I want to work up to being a world-known like fashion brand.
Good. You're already gonna be well known in the world. What you talking about? You're gonna be even bigger. Were you one time in Fashion Week somewhere in New York City?
So I didn't actually enter, but I was sitting in like the stands, and I had on this, like, I think these wide legs, this outfit that I made just I guess specifically for DC Fashion Week. And he called me up and he was like, I see your outfit. Come on, go ahead and start on the runway for us. So I got up there and I started walking. I did my poses. I came back. Everybody was clapping. I was like, okay. I felt real fancy.
See, you know what you just did, let me know that you still got it. Like, so you can work it when you need to work it, but you can turn it on and off. So you're like, okay. So you're not nervous when it's time for you to get up there and do what you need to do and then get back into your girly girl mode type of thing, just in your child mode.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to.
She can turn it on.
I'm not calling you a child. You're teenage. Please pardon me. She's like, I'm not even gonna respond to that. I am a whole teenager.
She better know she's a child.
By the time we get off the show, you'll be like, okay, now we have to go to counseling. Thanks to Kim Jacobs.
Oh, no, not at all.
So that's good that you do. Is there anything that you tell yourself, Skylar, that gets you into that mojo that I'm getting ready to turn it up?
I don't know. I feel like when the moment comes, you just gotta go for it.
That's good. I love it. Anything you tell yourself, Mom, when you handling the business side of things and you dealing with all of these highfalutin folk?
Well, affirmations are key. I always tell myself you're equipped. You're chosen because you have what it takes to get this job done. So I tell myself that. I tell Sky that too. I'm always like, you're so brave. You can do this. You can. And she told me one day, she was like, Mom, you're so good at telling me that I can do things that you won't even do.
I know I am too. I'm like, I tell my children, you can be the next Black Spider-Man, Miles Morales. You can da 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 da. I'm telling them. One of my children he's an actor, so I tell them everything. I'm like, you got this. You could do this. They're like, Mom, what are you talking?
You won't even do it.
You got to ask people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. Are you telling them? So anyway, that's funny. Skylar's email is which is SEW, because I have podcast listeners too. So I'll spell it out. It's SEW flysky@gmail.com. SoFlySky@gmail.com. What made you come up with that name, So Fly Sky?
When I was younger, I used to always like dress up. I would always have like my mom would dress me in the cutest little outfits. Even now I look back, I was like, okay, I was a little fly back then. Okay, I see. So my mom used to call me Fly Sky. So when I started sewing, like she put a sew in front of it, and we were like, yeah, she was like, she's So Fly Sky. So I was like, oh wait, that'll be a great brand name. Like, okay, we can run with
perfect. God dropping some serious nuggets in your head over there, Danielle. You are amazing.
You know what? I'm glad she admits it, because you let her tell it. She was born, just knowing fashion, but Mama put you on to fashion.
It had to get revealed. It had to get revealed on the show. You have this footage that later you can go back and cut out this one piece, no matter what goes on.
That's the first time that she gave me props.
I wish I can go back and take that.
No editing. Not in this virtual COVID pandemic, girl. It is what it is.
Right.
But you can also learn more about So Fly Sky and all that she has to offer on SoFlySky.com. So make sure you visit her website, and are there different fashions and everything on there as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So I could
go in there and check it out.
Yeah, I can take people there. Wait a minute. Let me pull this up. SoFly.com. I'm excited about this. Let's see. Yeah. I went to what have I done? That's what I'm saying. When I do certain things and just right in the middle of the screen, right in the middle, I got to move this over for a second. Wait a minute. I got to get off of this for 1 second, because now
her Instagram is probably the best place to go for her fashions, because she not only does she have garments that she constructs from ground up, but she also upcycles.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
We go thrifting, and she'll take a pair of jeans and turn it into something like totally different. So that's where most of the entertainment is.
Instagram account. I'm logging into Instagram. My eyes going like this.
SEW_fly_sky.
Sorry, type that for me.
SEW_fly_sky.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get to that before I had to figure out. Anyway, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I can do. I can go here. I'm limited in my expertise over here. So let me have that for a second. I'm going to go over here, and I am going to share your website for a second, because I do have that pulled up, and I'm excited to. So Fly Sky. Let me show this.
It's okay. I'm not too tech savvy either.
Here we go. SoFlySky.com. And girl, look at that. And so you pick the fabrics, you do everything.
Yep.
From A to Z. And you just have to get a visual in your mind of what?
I can get inspiration from, watching Fashion Week, walking on the street, finding different aspects of other people's clothes, and I'll kind of think of that, and it may just be stored in the back of my brain. It'll come back up later, or I can figure it out what I'm gonna make right then and there. And I'm like, okay, look, give me pen and paper. Let me write this down real quick.
So it's just kind of like music artists and different people. They get their inspiration from whatever inspires them. You get yours, and you get a visual, and then you come up with. Let me show these. you come up with things like this. Look at that. What in the whole world? This is amazing.
Thank you.
So this first picture, she is currently running on Joanne Fabrics website. She's
this picture here?
Yes.
Wow.
She linked with them for Black History Month. They sent her this fabric, and this was her first paid sponsorship.
Paid sponsorship with Joanne Fabrics. Look at that. And then if I'm gonna wear some denim, I want to rock denim like that because see, I can work that right here. Yes. Look at this. Girl, you're so fly. And then mask as well. It's a lot of different things to So Fly Skylar here. Oh my goodness. So make sure you guys check out her website, soflysky.com. And what's next for you too, Danielle? Because I know that you being the mother, being the trucker, I know you've been doing hair, but you're going to doing some more things in your future here. Tell us what's next for you.
I'm focused right now on trucking. Like this is a whole new world to me. It's so exciting. I love it. So I'm like eating, sleeping, drinking, trucking right now. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, hair. I've cut back my hours on hair. To dive into trucking because this is an industry where I'll be able to help a lot of people. My dad, I told you that this is he's our driver, so this is the company that I want to retire him. This is the company that is giving her residual income, passive residual income.
Sure.
It's giving me something to do full time from anywhere. I'm not so limited, and I just want to be able to employ, ex-cons and, people that need a second chance. This is a industry that, is friendly with, felon friendly, ex-friendly, whatever.
That's good.
I want to just be able to bless a lot of people. And
you will. You're going to bless so many people. I can tell between your grandfather and you and then Skylar and the humble spirit that comes through all of you is just absolutely amazing. Let me just make sure I don't leave off some of these comments that's come in. Somebody said a mother, a trucking, and a beautician. Yes, Mr. Roberts, thank you for spelling it out even better and professionally for me, okay? Okay, let's see. Somebody says, so fly, I need to invest in my outfit in 2021. So you have a new client here.
Yes.
Yes, if you guys want to connect with So Fly Sky, I'll pop her email back up again at the end of the broadcast. Make sure you reach out to her, share some of your ideas, and you never know, you could have a new seamstress right here on your hands. Inspired, productive, amazing is what Lydia said. Yes.
That's my brother. Her uncle.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not gonna leave that comment out. Somebody laughing. I didn't know who it was, right? So I was like, ha ha ha, you right? Sorry, Marcus. You have like a clear. You family. Your comment almost didn't get put up here. So welcome, my brother. Right? Okay, Lydia, you planted the seed, Mom. You planted the seed.
Thank you.
Okay, lots of just kudos to you. Again, soflysky.com. Make sure that you all stay connected with Miss Skylar Johnson here, who is definitely encouraging, yes, and very positive. You got that right, Lydia. Young, gifted, and Black. Wow. You go, girl. You go, girl. And if you're interested in having Skylar, are you taking clients, Skylar?
Yeah. Of course.
So you can work with somebody like myself that this is the only time that I can find in my whole closet that even remotely fashion looking in case I ever want the Emmy or something. Actually, I got
Go ahead, send me email.
Send you the email? Okay.
Yep. I'm ready.
Yeah, one of my girlfriends gave me this Pastor Sharon Robinson. She gave me this. I was like, okay, thank you.
Beautiful. Very pretty.
Okay, let's see. So make sure you all email soflysky@gmail. Now you went.com. Now you went to Africa. Tell us about that right quick.
So we went actually for a birthday trip for my, I think, what was it, my 12th birthday? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It was an amazing experience. It was so beautiful. The food there was so good. Oh my goodness. I wish I can go back and eat that food. And I also I met up with a manufacturer there and we got some outfits manufactured.
Here, so let me show a couple of pictures. That look, this is amazing.
Yep,
Wow.
she was in there working in the what do you call it?
I guess a little
Studio.
factory.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And it's so like, the over there, it's just humble. The factory was like a trailer.
Wow.
Yeah. It was so cool.
Well,
So she got
hopefully
to work on their machine, and
They have some good machines too.
Yeah, they were really good machines.
I need to invest me into some nice machines.
Okay.
they have quality. But all you got to do is tell that aunt or that family friend. She's upgrading now. It's Tracy, right?
Tracy Hughes.
So see, sometimes you just ask and you shall receive. So
No, don't put that out there, because Tracy will definitely. Yeah, don't do it, Tracy. They're expensive.
Tracy,
We will not accept it.
Girl. I put it in your heart. Okay, actually, Shannon, if you could put up, let me see, put up subscribe if you could to the Kim Jacobs Show, because I don't see it anymore. But anyway, actually, I don't even see Shannon back there right this second, so I will put it up here. Let me give you all a way to. While I have you all on here, y'all might be able to encourage some people to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
go subscribe. Go subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yep. Hit the notification button. So you can see every special post.
Yeah, don't say it yet. Give me 1 second. Okay. Because my kids say I don't do a good job at doing this. So let me see. Go ahead. Say something.
Go subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit all the likes, like all the videos, watch all the videos. Make sure to hit the bell so you can get notified every time she posts. Yep.
And I actually put the wrong thing, so I put .com. I'm not even supposed to put that. So trying to type Shannon. One time you get up from your seat, the whole show, she's shaking her head backstage. I should pull you in. Shannon is always on point. She never gets up from her seat the whole show. One time she did, I typed the wrong thing.
Oh my goodness. It's all right.
She put it in here now. She's like, oh, Lord, here we go. Mother Lofton said, way to go, Mom. She's just
Thank you so much.
Do you know how many mothers would die to hear you speak, to say, this is what you can do to create such a wonderful young lady? And so if you had any last words of encouragement, what would it be to mothers that are watching today?
It starts with affirmations. That's the main thing with Skylar. Like, from early, I'm always, telling her, affirming her. It reminds me of this video when she was pulling she had a loose tooth, and I was trying to encourage her to pull her own tooth. And she was crying. She was like, I can't do it. I don't want to. And and I just kept saying, like, you can do it. You're so brave. You're so strong. You can do this. And I'm like, do it. You can do it. You can do it. And then you could see, the power building up in her. She was like, okay. And she just yanked it out and it was done. And I remember that, every time, I feel like she needs some encouragement, it's just, pump her up. And they'll do it. They will do it. They'll do anything from that. Her first speeches. She had to go out in front of crowds of people, and at first it's like, but when I tell her, like, you're so brave, you're so strong, you have so much to say. These people need to hear what you have to say. Coming alive in her.
Excellent. And what words would you say, Skylar, to your mom? This is an opportunity for you to just say something to your mother that will go down in history, that you said this when you were 13 years old on the Kim Jacobs Show. What would be some words you say to your mom?
I think that you're doing a really good job.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, keep up the good work.
She's a woman of few words, right?
Good work.
A lot of children do not give their parents kudos. They don't even acknowledge their parents. So that's a blessing that you're doing a great job, Danielle, and keep up the great work, sincerely. And you keep up the great work too, Skylar. So I'm so glad that you all were here on the Kim Jacobs Show today. And I won't forget this moment. And I'm very grateful. Lots of people are still
Thank you so much
commenting.
for having us.
Go back and make sure that you all watch. And this is where you subscribe for real to the Kim Jacobs Show if you want to be able to subscribe and turn on your. Also, keep in mind
notification. Don't forget to press the bell so you can get notified every time she posts.
Now, the Benita Naylor, she is like a friend, family friend. She's been telling me for years, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. And I'm like, I don't have it.
Author.
I don't have all the answers. I'm winging this thing.
So you know what? It doesn't even matter about you having all the answers. The point is the answers that God gave you at this point in your journey will help so many people that haven't made it to that point in their journey. So it is critically important for you to write a book. And you have to. And I have a couple of people I can connect you with that have publishing companies, and they're very
love that. Thank you
to work with. So I'll definitely do that with you. Also, let me guys let you know, I do have the t-shirts in. I watched it.
Oh, we need that.
And make sure you can get it in white or you can get it in yellow. So I just got this order in.
So cute.
And it's right on KimJacobsShow.com. And the mug. I watched the Kim Jacobs Show.
So cute. I love that.
Just got
they
the
can sit here. Yeah, they gotta drink their coffee while they're watching it.
That'd be cool, right?
In the mug.
Tea or whatever people be saying. You know, I'm not that trendy, but anyway. All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching today. This has been an incredible episode. So I enjoyed our time together, Danielle and Skylar. And hopefully you'll come back again in the future.
Yes, whenever. Let us know.
All right. Bonetta says, amen. Thank you for confirming. Thank you. Lots of people love you guys. So people are just saying amen, love. Love
you, Jackie. Love you, Benita. Love you, Mark.
Just shout out Ray and all the boys in front of 7-Eleven.
Right.
The show. I enjoyed having you all on today. And we're going to go ahead and click off. But tomorrow we have Freestyle Friday. So we have our experts that come on. And by all means, if you ever want to come on and be a fashion expert, they come on and they share different tips for the general public that's watching. So you can come on and share business ownership tips, and you can come on and share some fashion tips if you like. And so tomorrow's Freestyle Friday. You know what that means. That means that you'll be coming in. You'll be asking about some things that's going on, whether it's health, wellness, wealth management, fashion, politics. I have a celebrity expert that comes on. We're going to have a great time tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for being my guests.
Bye, everybody.
And stay backstage. I'm going to talk to you guys in a second.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everybody. And God bless you all.